Wenches, we begin tonight's episode. Welcome back. We begin tonight's episode 15 with a recap of last week's episode titled Tieflings of Terror. Where we last left the party, they were in the hometown of Solara Daro, a small town called Winds Peak, nestled high in the mountains of Lindhelm. And you guys just fought through a zombie horde, saved Father Zathir, and had a little reunion with some of the town's folk. But last week, some of the biggest key points that happened, Father Zathir did some scrying, and that's going to do that, that's fun. Get this over here. Father Zathir did some scrying, received some messages from some priests of Kalambor around Waydora, and you guys were able to see multiple scenes around Waydora of these tiefling terrorist cell groups being activated and committing atrocities on different cities and towns around Waydora. One of them was at Saltmarsh, the small fishing village that you guys came from. There was a fishing boat filled with explosives that blew up. Another one was down at Southwind. Caravan was attacked by a group of tieflings. Another, you see a town hall meeting, gas fills the room, kills a bunch of people, tieflings are involved. You see the scene that you guys left from at Eastwind where the cart blew up, and cart pushed by another sus-looking tiefling. And then finally a fight at Northwind between two tieflings that were just trying to cause a scene to gather as much people around as possible before they exploded themselves. Very gruesome, very horrific scenes that you guys saw. Father Zathir took one look at this and was like, Solara, you need to keep your head down. You're a tiefling. It's a very dangerous time to be a tiefling in Waydora right now. We know how people are in Waydora with all the racism and stuff, recent stuff with all that, so keep your head down. And so you guys said your goodbyes. You noticed that some of the zombies that you went through were members, citizens of Winds Peak, some of them family members, and so you made a note of that. Then you guys kind of broke into some theories. You were theorizing, okay, what's going on? What did the red X's mean? What do the attacks mean? You guys were connecting some of the names with the list that you found, trying to make some connections and guesses as to what is happening. You went back to your horses, you made camp for the night, decided to commune with Vecna. Vecna gave you a vision or a drawing in the Tome of the Still Tongues of a red obelisk in this volcanic landscape. Didn't really give you much else. Anya got sassy with him. He didn't like it. Shut the book. Boom. Done. That's how Anya be. Also, another big key point. You guys sent a sending message to Diamor and Cabe, and received a message back. Diamor was basically like, yes, my father is Diabris. He is hunting Solara. The red X's around this map that my brother Cabris has are suicide cells being activated. We need to limit our communication, and you guys need to continue towards where you guys were headed. He didn't say it because he said this message could get intercepted, but you guys know he's talking about Northwind. You guys traveled about 50, 60 miles with your horses the next day, and shortly, a pretty uneventful travel, except for you guys kind of came down from this mountain range and up on this crater, naturally made crater, and you came across two frost giants who were playing with a boulder, and they spotted you, and that is where we leave off with the start of combat.
Can't wait for them to pelt that boulder in our direction.
Anya will catch it.
Now she's got giant strength.
Oh, yeah. Wait, I should have done
You a
this
spell?
beforehand, but no, I should have given her the gauntlets of Hill Giant Strength.
Oh. Well,
But truly, like, what's your strength at already, Anya?
There we go. I don't know why that was so difficult.
20
Is that a +4?
plus 5.
Wouldn't do anything for you.
Smile.
Dang.
All it does is give you a +5 and increase your strength to 21.
Dang.
Lame. How dare you be so powerful? What is this?
I know. All right. So you were spotted. Everyone, I need everyone to roll initiative.
I'm so excited.
Initiatavo.
Initiatavo.
That's a fun way. I never said it like that. I love when you throw the dice and it just goes pop. Like it doesn't roll at all. And I'm just like, oh,
land.
okay.
Every D4 roll ever is just.
I got a 19.
I got an 11.
Okay.
I got 20.
All right.
17.
17.
What?
Yup.
I don't want to go first anyways.
We
Great.
definitely don't want to go
'Cause
first.
you are
I am
definitely-
not. I'm how you say not ready.
I am how you say. Wait, didn't you say you got a 20 though?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going first, baby.
I know. That's why I said I.
You better buff the Watuzis off of Anya and take like full action movement back down the hill.
I
Yep.
sprint away. Oh, wait,
Turn
wait, are
and
we?
scream.
Says I forgot.
So you guys are on your horses, I believe. You're still on your horses, which I should have made them
Okay,
roll a stealth roll as well. But I don't know how that works. But
Okay.
you guys are. At
I
the
know what
top
my
of
first
this-
action's gonna be.
Okay, you're at
Oh.
the top of this crater. There's kind of rocks, boulders here and there, but the crater doesn't go that deep. It's pretty small. But the giants are probably the closest one to you is about maybe 60 feet, and the other giant's probably like 120 feet away.
Away? That's how far away they are?
Yeah, 60 feet.
Okay.
Closest one. Next one is 120.
Okay. Am I is it my first?
Yep, you're up. Solara's up.
That's horrible. Okay, first off, I'm gonna jump off. I'm gonna get off of Cookie.
Off Cookie.
I'm gonna like just. I don't know if I need to roll an animal handling for this, but I'm just gonna get off of her. I'm gonna smack her ass to like get her to run away.
I'd say you're
Save
handling an
Cookie.
animal with that.
Yeah, but I want it to be to where she understands I'm doing like it's for her safety. Like I don't want her to go too far, but just to like I know she's a horse, but this is what I'm trying to convey. Like I'm hoping we have a bond that she understands that.
Unspoken bond.
Anyways, I'll roll whatever that needs.
I hope you roll a
alone.
natural one. Go ahead and roll animal handling. It's gonna take half your movement.
Please.
It's gonna take half your
Okay.
movement to dismount. So you got 15 movement left, but go ahead and.
I got a nat 20. I got a nat 20. I'll take a picture of it. I got a
I
nat
believe
20.
you. I believe you. Excellent.
that's
So
amazing.
you're trying to tell Cookie to run back down the mountain.
Yeah.
Run,
Okay.
but don't
Run it
flee.
Downhill.
Okay. Yeah, you dismount and you give Cookie a big old smack right on his little horsey bahunkus, and he goes and bucks a little bit and just darts right back down the hill, safely out of the way.
Yeah.
I smile. Okay.
I'd say that was your bonus action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then for my main action.
And you've got
Gosh.
15 movement left if you want to use it.
Okay. I will go ahead. I'm gonna move 15. I'm just gonna try and move like 15 feet back, like or just to where maybe I'm not like just 60 feet away from this scary giant.
Okay.
At least 65 feet, you know.
Okay.
And sheesh. you. I'm just gonna panic and then also I'm just gonna cast bless. Um, so I'm gonna bless Calliope, the three ladies. I'm gonna bless them.
Okay.
The wenches.
The
All right.
wenches.
Each of the ladies you receive, is it?
It's a D4, and they can add that to an attack roll or saving throw, and that's up to 1 minute as long as I stay concentrated. So it is a concentration spell.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Uh,
And that's it.
Should have some sort of map going on. All right, Valdrick, you're up.
Okay. Question. Is blowing the Warhorn Destiny considered an action or a bonus action?
What? Is that a homebrew? Did I give you stats on that?
No, you just said, here is a Warhorn made from a bronze dragon canine, and I slung it to myself, and I forgot to do it the last time we were fighting bitches because there was too much zombieing happening, but this
I would say
this is right.
It depends what you're trying to do with it.
I just want to give it a good blow. A good,
Okay. If it's
Decent.
for dramatic effect, I'd say probably a bonus action.
It's just for dramatic effect.
Okay.
Yeah. I would like to do the bonus action first
Okay.
to announce that we hath arrived. So I'm gonna Destiny the Horn, and then I'd like to drop Nefer's Cube of Mischief directly in front of them, running at us.
Okay.
So like simultaneously, you're blowing a horn. I'm jumping off of my horse, smacking her ass away.
I'm like, I gotta get the horn in! We have to set a precedence. And actually, I'm gonna drop it on top of them, not in front of them. I don't want a chance that they have some sort of intelligence factor.
All right. Go ahead and roll a d4.
Nice.
See what kind of. Let me move my mic.
It's a 3.
Oh yeah. Okay. Looking at a 3. Boom. Okay, the giggle cube. Got it. And that
Silly
is 60 feet, 20-foot cube. Alright, it is marked on the map. Boom. Giggle cube. Do you want to drop it? Let's see. Trying to see if you can put it on within range. Yeah. Do you want to drop it on his head?
Yeah, I
Okay.
just want to go whop.
Okay.
Give him little giggles.
Give him the giggles.
Yeah, I'm a little giggly.
Okay.
And then
Boom.
I'm just gonna kind of urge my horse back a little bit, I guess. I guess I'll dismount. Half a movement is dismounting.
Yeah. 15.
Okay.
15 feet or whatever
Yeah,
the movement is.
I'll dismount. I don't have a bonus action left, so I'll just kind of like use the rest of my movement to lead horse downhill a little bit,
Okay.
away from imminent danger.
Sure. Alright. So, Valdrick pulls out her newly made horn. You see trees in the distance, birds scattering from the trees as it reverberates throughout the land, much, much louder than any of you expected. Probably about, not quite as loud as the east wind horn that the dwarf blew into, but pretty loud for the little horn that it is. As the silly cube gets dropped. Anya, you're up.
Can you explain again how far away and
So,
your
let's
son
see.
was distracting me?
Yeah, that's fine. From you, it's about 45 feet.
And if I roll down on my horse with my sunblade out, I can make it there in one turn.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
I should look up the movement speed of the horse.
Because I want to protect my horse, but my horse would get ornery if I sent him away and didn't let him participate.
That is.
So
That sounds
I
right.
mean,
He's
that
like,
sounds
you're
like
gonna
my
let me in on this
horse, or-
action.
Okay.
No, Cookie's my baby.
Yeah, a horse has a speed of 60 feet, so
All right, and there's 2 of them, and they're pretty big, right?
yeah, they are
Okay.
huge. They are considered huge giants.
Are they within 5 feet of each other?
They're not. They're a pretty
Darn.
good distance because they were throwing a rock,
Oh yeah,
like a football.
that would make sense.
But they're these 2 giants, literal giants. And you guys fought fire giants before. These are pretty much opposite looking. You can deduce that these are frost giants. Lightish bluish skin, really long white beards. They both have these helmets on with tusks coming out of the sides. It looks like they have shoulder plates that are made from some sort of mammal's skull as part of their armor. 2 big bracers on their wrists, kind of tattered clothing the rest of the way down, with giant boots that kind of look like Uggs. But
Okay.
and they're throwing a ball. Okay, so you gallop your way down.
Yep.
This is the first time using your horse in combat, so give me an animal handling roll.
Okay. Ooh. 25.
Yeah,
Wow.
you're totally able to steer your horse in the right direction and get to where you need to go.
Just picture, what's your face? Arwen down the river in Fellowship of the Ring.
Absolutely.
So the thing is, actually, let's see. A huge character is, I think, 3x3 squares. Yeah, so you can effectively avoid the giggle cube if you
Okay.
wish, because it would affect you. Baldric's not
Okay.
able to no discrimination with it. Okay, so you run down the side of the mountain, you avoid the giggle cube,
Okay.
and go ahead and make your attack.
Alright.
Roll good, Tristan.
20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. Are they susceptible to radiant damage?
It does not seem so.
Okay. Alright. Oh boy. 17.
Okay.
And I'll do my second attack.
Okay.
I know, bud. Okay. 19. Does a 19 hit?
19 will hit.
Cool. I know. That's a 14 damage.
Okay.
And I'll action surge next time.
Okay, you're holding action surge. Okay. All right, it's Anya's turn. She gallops down majestically, igniting her sunblade at the side of her horse as the horse seems like he's been in some combat, because he is headed straight for danger and shows no sign of stopping as Anya ignites the sunblade, pulling it behind her, goes up for a swing, slices down. As the horse stops, she does a pivot and another slice right through the patchwork armor of the frost giant. Takes a hit and is now going to retaliate. Pulls out his massive great axe, literally probably the length of the horse itself that Anya's on, and goes to just backswing on you. If I can find a die. Let's see. That's not great. 16 to hit. That's a no. Okay. It has a second attack. Second attack is going to be much better. 25 to hit. All right. So Anya ducks on her horse as her sunblade slices through the torso, but the backswing of the frost giant, like he's playing wiffle ball, playing tennis with the backswing, slices through part of Anya's abdomen and is going to hit her for... Ooh, that's a high number. Bing, bong, bing. Ah, not a great roll. So 19 slashing damage for Anya. I don't think I've ever had a, well, I'll tell you after. Frost Giant misses and hits as Anya takes one to the torso. Okay, 19 damage to Anya. You got that written down, Miss Mom? Cool. The other Frost Giant sees his buddy in peril, takes the rock that he has, and is going to hurl it at you, Anya, as he stomps forward. Let's see. He's going to do 40. Yeah, he's just out of reach. Oh, shoot. The first one has to roll for the Giggle Cube. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. What's your spell save DC? 19?
19, baby.
And it's Charisma?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Natural 1.
They also roll at disadvantage because I cast the Silly Cube with my DOS loop.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry, little kitty cat. I hope I don't run you over. Give me 1 second.
Look at that sweet baby. Look at him. He's so tiny. Oh, yeah, let it out, bud.
Yeah, baby burrito.
He said,
Okay. This cat earlier today jumped up on the desk and knocked over my DM screen, which has all my conditions on it. So I had to pick it up. But anyways, okay, so Anya, take your 19 hit points back. I have to retcon that move because I forgot about the Giggle Cube. So, as this Frost Giant is about to swing on you, Anya, hit. And just starts uncontrollably laughing. Incapacitated, cannot take actions or reactions, and is going to move in a random direction. And that is going to be... Let's see. This direction. Let's see. Uses all its movement to go down there. Anya, you're actually going to get an attack of opportunity because it did not want to move there. That is a Giggle Cube. That's a Giggle Cube.
I love me a good Silly Cube.
I rolled a 17 without even adding anything. Is that a hit?
Yes. Go ahead and roll damage.
15 again.
Okay. Alright. So, this Frost Giant acts like he's about to swing, and he starts breaking out in the laughter and just starts bolting in a dead sprint, kind of towards the rest of the group, a little bit to the left. The other Frost Giant being very confused as to why it's not attacking, laughing, and running, just taking off. Other Giant is still going to... Let's see... Yeah, he's gonna throw the rock at you and then make his way towards you, Anya. Let's see. Oh boy! It's a natural 20. And that's gonna be a little bit. That's gonna be a little bit of dice here. A little bit.
Is Anya within 30 feet of me?
Anya charged down into the crater and is not within 30 feet of you. I'm so sorry.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Yikesies.
All right. Oof, Anya. Big time oof.
The music mixed with this is crazy.
Yep. Okay.
Silly little
Takes
kitty
this
tail.
takes this boulder, hurls it at you with just an angry look on your face. As you take a swipe at its buddy, you're kind of smirking as it's giggling and running away. Turn around as this giant boulder hurls at you for 58 damage, smacking you straight into the shoulder. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage, or else you're getting knocked off your horse.
Also, remember we got blessed by Solara, so we have a D4 to add.
That's true, because I, with disadvantage, rolled a 13. Then I'm going to add a 3.
Okay.
That's a 16.
Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I already. Should have put the DC in my head before. I'm trying to think how this would be. I'd say
They're giant. You know, they're hard to miss.
I'm trying to see if Anya's going to be able to keep control of herself on her horse, or if she gets knocked off.
Oh no.
Hey, stop that! Stop that! Get off of there! Get off there! Stop that! I'd say
He's
you
like,
save
what?
it. I'll say the DC was a 15. Barely hanging on, Anya takes a massive boulder to the shoulder, also smacking you in the head, and your right hand goes flying. You're able to catch the rein with your left hand, and you kind of fall off the side for a second, but you're able to kick yourself back up as you are bleeding from your nose heavily, and that's going to hurt in the morning. Last but not least, Calliope, you're up. Buddy.
Okay.
He helping.
He
He helping. So good.
He's
You
such
gotta
a
get
fun,
him.
He's
Yeah.
so fun.
You gotta get him little toys and things to play with.
He has toys, minis.
I'm assuming one of them's within 150 feet of me.
Well, it was until he knocked it over. Where'd it go? Oh my gosh. We'll say that's there. This one's over here. Yeah, both of them are within 150 feet of you.
Okay.
There's one that's climbed up the crater at this point, is now about level with the crater with you guys. The other one is fighting Anya.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Fireball at the one that climbed up the crater a little bit.
Okay.
Which is... Wait. Has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. What's your spell save? Actually, it doesn't even matter. I rolled a 7. That's probably gonna fail.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's a 15.
Alright, go ahead and roll full damage.
8d6.
Yeah. High. Roll high. 6s all across the board.
Does fire do anything extra to it, or is it just
You,
normal damage?
you will find out after this attack.
Oh.
Actually, I should probably tell you after you've hit. No, it does not, unfortunately.
Okay. I thought I would ask.
Yeah, it's a good thought.
Ooh, I have to roll that one. Itself. 32 damage.
32 fire damage.
Hey.
Bonk. All right. Calliope on the back of her very short, stout, gimpy-looking pony donkey horse. Three-legged.
You be nice to Bessie.
Three-legged Bessie pulls out her spell book, starts flipping through the pages as this giant is now running towards her. Finally gets to the page with Fireball. Speaks the incantation, Ignis! And boom! Fire rains down from the heavens and just scorches the earth around the frost giant. And frost giant's looking kind of rough at this point. That was the one that you guys have been hitting.
I would also like to dismount my horse as my movement and then lead her like the remaining feet away.
Okay. For your bonus action, go ahead and roll animal handling.
Okay. Oh, thank God, I'm good at animal handling. 22.
Okay. Yeah, however you want to lead Bessie, if you want to do a little smack in the butt, if you want to kind of guide with the reins, however Calliope would do it.
Okay. Get off and then just kind of show Bessie which way to go, then let go of the reins and just smack her a little bit and go.
Yeah, she seems to understand. She starts taking to a kind of a nervous trot, and when you smack her, she's like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. As she hobbles down the hill to safety. And would you like to move? You have 15 movement left.
How close is the giant I just hit with Fireball to me?
30 feet.
I'm gonna back up that last 15 feet.
Okay.
I wanted to not be in super close range of the giant that can hit you for 58 health.
True. Fair enough. All right. Top of the order, Solara. You are about 35 feet from the first... Actually, 30 feet from the frost giant.
30 feet, okay. How many...
Oh, I'm sorry,
how
Solara.
many-
Hold on. Let me recount that.
How much HP did you lose, Anya? Total?
58. I'm down to
58.
52, so.
You're 50 movement, or 50 feet from the first frost.
Okay. And... thinking... for just, like, bottles, like, for potions of healing, if it's first, like, if it were to be, like, if I wanted to give one to Anya, like, which I need to throw it to her and, like, she catches it? Or is it, like, you know, like, in, like, Baldur throw it and, like, it breaks? I just don't know how it works. I literally have no idea. Like, how, if I need to be like, Anya, please catch this! And then, like, I throw it.
It's
It says
different-
drinking, so...
It's different than Baldur's Gate,
Of course.
because I would consider it the help action. So if you were right next to her, you would use the help action. You could pour it down her throat, no problem. If you're within a range, depending on the range, I'm probably gonna make you make a
Like,
saving,
to throw it to her?
yeah, a saving throw. At which point she can't drink it on the same.
Yeah, she would just drink it on her turn.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, if it busts glass everywhere, I don't think that's gonna have the same healing effect.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Okay.
Your best bet would be getting up close.
I'm
to
just
her.
gonna... Okay. I'm just gonna throw it to her.
unless she, she doesn't have any healing potions. At which point on her turn she could take it. If you threw it
I was
to
gonna
her.
give her, like, a good one. I was gonna give her a fat healing potion. How far away am I from Anya? I guess.
Let's see.
She's our star quarterback, dude. Who's the
80
most important hockey player? The goalie?
She is. Yeah, she's 85 feet. I would say.
Dang it,
anything-
okay.
What's your strength?
Oh, not great. It's 15.
Oh, that's not bad. That's actually
Yeah.
pretty decent.
Yeah, I guess
So I
it
would
is,
say
yeah.
anything outside of the 60-foot radius, you would get a disadvantage when you throw. So you could move up theoretically 25 feet if you want. You would be within the 60 feet, and then you could throw at no penalty. It's just if you throw bad, if you roll really bad, that is.
And what am I adding? Am I adding like dexterity to that?
It'll be a straight.
Or strength?
It'll be a straight dexterity throw.
Maybe I'll try next turn. I'll try and get a little closer to her. I'm gonna still move closer to her this round. Is there like a way where if I'm moving closer to her, am I definitely getting closer to the frost giant? Probably, right?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay. I'm just gonna have to risk it. Hope I don't die. She's our star quarterback. Okay, so I'm gonna run towards Anya, and then I'm gonna also cast just like at the closest frost giant. At a second level, I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have to roll 2.
Yeah.
See if I hit.
It's a ranged spell attack.
Yeah, ranged spell attack. So it'll be if I hit, it'll be 5d6 radiant damage.
Okay. So you're casting it
Plus 10. So it's an 18. I don't know if 18 hits.
18 will hit.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
That's 120 feet. Yeah. Yep.
I need a d6. Okay. I'm just gonna use the one times. Oops. 17. It's 22 radiant damage.
Okay.
And then the next attack roll made against it has advantage.
That is correct. I did make a note.
Oh, sure.
Guiding Bolt. Solara sprints up the crater, starts to kind of go over the lip, and is sprinting towards Anya. Shoots a flash of golden beam out of her shield as it smacks the giant for, would you say, 22 damage.
Yeah.
Big scorching, radiant blast goes through the shoulder blade, kind of chipping some of the that skull that he has as a shoulder plate, effectively reducing his AC by 1.
Ooh.
As he takes a hit, and the next attack will have advantage on him. And Valdrick, you're up.
Looking at these frost giants, which one looks healthier?
All of the attacks have been on the one that ran out of the silly cube. That's closest to you. The other one has not been touched. That's the one that critted on Anya. The untouched.
Yeah,
one.
I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like
Anya's
that.
gonna want
nonsense.
that kill.
Yeah, I'm gonna thwack him with Rolitham's Psychic Lance. Put him on his ass a little before Anya wallops him next turn. Probably wallops both of these guys.
Okay.
Do my best.
Let's see. All right, 120 feet. Which one? You said the untouched one or the damaged
Yeah.
one? Okay.
The untouched one. Yeah. Knock him down a little bit.
Let's see. So he has to make an intelligence saving throw. Are you allowed to turn that into a charisma?
I surely am.
Okay.
He's also rolling at disadvantage because I'm casting it with my DOS sleep.
All right. Good to know. Let's see. Where's my other 20? Ooh, lowest roll on disadvantage was a 19.
Does that match mine?
That is, it comes to a 20. 20 total. 30, 20 on a disadvantage roll.
Okay, please hold. I'm gonna use my reaction to cast Silvery Barbs on him.
Okay. Now, I haven't enforced this before, but typically you're only allowed to cast one spell per turn.
Even if it's a reaction?
Yes. That's typically like, that'll prevent like action and then bonus action casting spells.
Valid.
That includes reaction.
Okay.
I think I want to enforce that rule. And it's situational. There might be some spells where I allow, but that one, if you detail.
Valid.
Why would
Then-
you do this when?
I'll use my
so sorry.
bonus action to.
He really
Throw
just
out
hates the
Zephyr.
character of Calliope, actually. Really wants you to reroll.
He's
Yeah.
tried to kill me so many times.
You've been doing
I'm going to bonus action out Sevenfur and have him fly his 30 feet. Does he have space to hit somebody? If he flies 30 feet down the hill?
Did you want to move closer? Because right now he could be within range of 30 feet of the damaged one, if you wanted. But he's too far.
Yeah, sure. I'll use. I haven't moved yet this turn, so as close as I need to get for that.
Okay. You're allowed to summon him and have him move on the same turn? And
Yep,
attack?
he gets to move and attack because he operates as a separate entity.
Okay, then you can stay where you're at if you would like. You don't have to move. He can move.
Forward a little bit, just in case I need to run down there,
Okay.
be in
How
closer
much?
range to anybody.
How much is a little bit?
A little bit.
Okay.
Like a half movement.
A little bit. Okay.
A little bit.
A little bit. Okay. So then, this would be the attack that gets advantage. If you would like to attack the damaged one, so go ahead
Yeah.
and do it up. Let's see. I still take half damage on that psychic roll though. So, what spell level did you cast that at?
Fourth. The
Fourth.
highest I have.
Okay. So you're still gonna roll 7d6 psychic, and I'm gonna take half.
Who wants to do math? It's not me. Okay, we've got 15 plus 6 plus 4 plus 3 plus 3.
31. 31 psychic, straight to the untouched one. Alright, so it's going back a little bit. You have... I don't think I've ever seen you cast a spell. Why don't you describe it to us?
When I pull my DOS loot out to be cast in spells, I give it a good swing. Probably like a different little like finger pick each time. This
Okay.
one I was probably a little bit more aggressive with because I'm a little bit stressed. They're very large and they're throwing boulders, and they actually drew blood from Anya, and none of those things are good.
It's like,
so I'm gonna give a little, yeah, exactly, bing, 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 and then just wing. It'll be like purple, sparkly, iridescent magic.
Okay.
Just.
All right. So you do a little twang. As you pluck each string, each vibration emanates a beam of purple shimmering, like a string that kind of hovers over the string that is played until you see like 4 strings. They all become one, shoot into your body, and then burst from your forehead, shooting straight across the battlefield as a holy lance of purple shimmering magic, and go straight towards the
Unicorn.
the head
Yeah.
of the frost giant. Frost
Banana
giant,
mirror.
"Arrgh!" as he stops his laughter with that. That didn't feel good. Actually, no, that was the other one.
that was so funny.
That was the other one. That's the non-laughing one. But it shoots through the silly cube, boom, straight into his forehead.
Nice.
All right, and then you're 7 for attack.
I'm actually gonna have Sevenford hold his action. I'm not gonna have him attack because I don't want him to steal the advantage. Because I'm pretty sure Anya's up next.
Okay.
Sevenford don't need that buff.
Okay.
He's only gonna deal 8 damage no matter what. There is no need.
All right. Anya, you are in fact up next. Usually, yeah.
Alright. Going to. So the one closest to me is the one that was just hit for the psychic. The formerly untouched one.
Correct.
I'll attack him.
All right. You move one forward on your little horsey. Go
Okay.
ahead and make your
22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Anya full like siege weapon right now is also pretty great.
13 damage, and then I'll second attack.
Okay.
Ooh, nat 20.
Oh
Second.
boy.
I can do that too.
Dang.
So double damage?
That's double the dice and then add your modifier.
Okay. Alright. $22 damage on that one.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna action surge because I'm ticked because he
Of course
took
you
a
are.
lot of damage.
Yep. Go for it.
Okay, 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Okay. Okay. 14 damage.
Okay.
And then another extra attack.
Okay.
20 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. Uh, 12 damage.
All right. You guys see Anya almost lose her position on her horse as she throws herself back up, brings her Sunblade out for another swipe, and like the rebel snow speeders flying around an AT-AT, begins circling around this frost giant with 4 slices straight to its abdomen, piecing it up for big damage as the frost giant. This one is now also looking pretty grim as it just took a concussive musical blast to its forehead as well as 4 scorch marks from the Sunblade. Alright. Now it's their turn. Now it's my turn! Let's see. I'm gonna make a roll to see who he's gonna go after. Any D4 in the building, oh my gosh. Okay, Valdric it is. Alright,
For me?
this giggling giant has now stopped. Kind of bewildered, shakes his head a bit, turns to his right, and is very frustrated with you, Valdric. Gonna go straight after you. And,
Me?
yep, he's gonna hit you. Swing his great axe at you with a 22 to hit.
She.
I'm assuming that hits.
Yes, that hits, but I do want to use my silvery barbs for that.
Okay. Let's see.
Aldrich would like to not be smacked with a boulder.
Shoot. Drop my dice and cat's gonna eat it.
Oh, that's a pretty snack.
Okay, so I have to re-roll the die and use the lower roll. Okay. Re-rolling. Okay. It specifically says use the lower roll. That's good for you because I just re-rolled it and rolled a 20. So, I take the lower roll, which was not a 20, and it's still 22.
Booty cheeks. All right.
Alright,
Love when that happens.
yep, silvery barbs eject, I guess, from Valdric, but the frost giant just slices right through the magical barbs and hits you for 23 slashing damage.
Sheesh. I'd also, since silvery barbs also gives another creature advantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw it makes within 1 minute, I'm gonna pass that on to Anya.
Okay. Within 1 minute. Okay.
It's like
Anya,
the next turn.
Yep, Anya has advantage on her next attack roll. Good to no. It's going to use its second attack. Does a 17 hit? No, a 17 misses? No way. All right.
Aldrich's got an armor class of 18, baby.
As it slices down right through the silvery barbs, goes to do a backswing, and you barely dodge it by leaning back, Matrix style, the blade barely grazing over top of your nose. Just missing. That's turn. This one, let's see, is going to attack Anya. Oof, we're looking at a 14. That's going to miss. Second attack on Anya is a 13. That's going to miss. Frick me. As Anya...
Charlotte's just silent, like, yeah.
Yeah, Anya does a full circle, slicing it up, meets back where it started with the horse, kind of puts her fists together like this, and just casually dodges to the left, dodges to the right, as the great axe comes down, barely missing both horse and person.
The coolest person you've ever seen.
As Calliope is up next.
Okay.
You got a frost giant bearing down right in front of you on your friend Valdrick over there.
Oh, goodness. I'm so sorry. Trying to find the spell that I was wanting. How close is the one to Valdrick? Or well, how close is the one near Valdrick to me? Sorry.
Let's see, 20 feet.
20 feet? Okay. I am going to cast Witch Bolt at it as a second level spell.
Okay. And that one is...
That's an attack roll.
Yeah. Let's see. Make a ranged spell attack. Okay, so you're going to attack at advantage, because this is the one with Guiding Bolt attached to it. So it's got a Guiding Bolt and now a Witch Bolt smacking it.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll at advantage.
$17.
17 will hit. Go ahead and roll Damage, which is, let's see...
2d12.
2d12, yeah.
And the d12. $12 damage.
Okay. Alright. A beam of gold guiding bolt smacks it, and a beam of purple witch bolt also smack it in the other side of its shoulder. As it's looking pretty grim, and now that witch bolt is attached to it for your next turn, so you're set up. We are at the top of the order now. Solara, you're up. Or, yeah, Solara. You're up.
How far am I from Anya now? Am I still at like 30 feet or so? 40 feet?
You're 60.
Forgot. 60 feet. Okay.
Did that healing potion make it to me or no?
Not yet. I'm
Okay.
about to. Can I move? Can I move 30 feet closer to Anya, and then can I be like Anya, like give her like a heads up, that I'm gonna throw the potion to her. I can't remember if you want me to roll for that.
Let's see. I'm checking something. I think I'm just checking to see if the silly cube's up, and if it is, you're gonna have to avoid it.
Oh,
Unless
true.
you wanna
It should be out because I fired off another spell. It's a concentration.
I would absolutely avoid it. I
Only-
assume we can see it.
Only if that other spell, Valdrick, was another concentration. I'm trying to see if you can dismiss it at will. I don't think you can. I think it's literally just there for a minute. It says, yeah.
doing its thing.
It's there. It's doing its thing. So let me see. Yeah, you can still avoid the silly cube and the frost giant. You can kind of go in between the two and still get
Okay.
within 30 if you would like.
Cool, yeah. So I want to toss the. Oh, and by the way, I want to send over a. I'm gonna send. Just had it. One supreme healing potion. I'm gonna throw that to her.
Okay.
Because, and then for my bonus, that's all I want to really do for as far as an action. I do have a bonus action. I want to give Anya, I want to cast Shield of Faith on her. So if anyone still didn't use their bless, it's gone now. I'm dropping the concentration on that, and it'll give Anya +2 AC to her AC for now.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
And then I'm gonna be like, go get him, girl.
Go, girl.
Go, Cloco.
So, you go, Glen Coco. So, Solara darts in between the silly cube of Giggles and the frost giant, which is destroying her friend Baldric behind her, and sprints up behind Anya and says, "You get him, girl." Gives an underhand toss. It's within 30 feet, so there's no risk of the glass breaking, I'll say. But I do still need a dexterity check from Anya to see if she catches it.
Okay. Come
And
on,
it's within
Anya.
30 feet, so I'll say the DC's at 10.
Okay, I'm gonna re-roll that with my Indomitable. Okay.
Monster.
14.
Yeah. Yeah, you're piecing up the frost giant. You hear, "You go get him, girl," and you turn around and you see a vial of pinkish, reddish, glowing liquid hurling at you. With your offhand, you kind of snag it, Odell Beckham Jr. style, and reel it in. You now have a potion of...
It might be a little overkill. It's supreme healing, so it's gonna be 10d4 plus 20.
Gotcha.
Solara was panicked. She didn't know if you were about to die. So just in case.
Okay.
And for all I know, you could roll 10 ones.
It's true.
That's true.
It's true.
I don't know if you want to. I'll let you roll the d. Or do you want me to roll the d4? Whoever.
I'd say the user. It doesn't matter to me, but that's
Okay.
what my suggestion would be. So.
Okay.
And I've
That'll
gotta
be
wait
fine.
till my bonus action, right?
Yeah, so you can use a bonus action to drink that on
Okay.
your turn. But right now it's going to be Baldric's turn. Baldric, you're up. Got a giant frost giant in front of you.
I would like to cast Otto's Irresistible Dance on him.
Okay. And I have.
I would like for him to dance.
Bard make her dance.
Unbelievable. Okay, so it's got to make a.
He can dance if he wants to. He can dance if I want him to, actually.
We're lonely
Yeah.
dancers.
We're
Bum, 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 bum.
I would like him to do the Gundam style dance in place. That would make me happy.
Oh my gosh, we taught that to Rosalie, and she kills that dance.
I bet she does.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so it just happens, and I have to use an action as the creature to undo it. That sucks. Okay, so it is a 6th level. That makes sense. Okay, so you cast Otto's Irresistible Dance. You play a little ditty. Everyone stops around you, it seems like, in your head at least, and you go, "Up on Gangnam Style," and you start doing slides on your lute.
Can you find me Bardcore Gundam style, please?
And the frost giant goes from laughing to grunting in pain to his eyes almost just are completely taken over by another entity. And as soon as you start playing that, takes his great axe, takes his other hand, and starts as the earth around him is shaking violently as this giant, massive beast of a creature weighing probably 2 tons, is just bashing into the earth doing the Gangnam style. And what would you like Sevenfur to do?
I'd like him to give a little swang. A little swang at whoever is closest to Sevenfur. Anybody who he can take a swang at.
Okay. Yeah, it's the one that's dancing. So give him a swang.
That's gonna be a dirty 20 to hit.
That will hit.
He's going to do 6 plus 1 necrotic damage.
The Frost Giant is so focused on the dance, he doesn't even notice the 7 hit points worth of gash that it just took to the back. And Anya, you're up. By the way, the effect is it can't move. Well, it uses all its movement to dance in place. It has disadvantage on dex saving throws and attack rolls. So.
Did not find Gangnam style bard.
Bardcore Gundam style. You gotta make it now, Chris.
Ding, 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 ding.
Alright, I'm gonna continue to attack the one I just ran circles around.
Okay. Give him the old
Literally.
shebang. You do have advantage on this attack roll because of Witch Bolt, I think? Or one of the spells gave you advantage, so go for it.
Okay, well I rolled a 19 without my modifier. I know that hits. So
Great. Yeah, that'll hit. Now, is that advantage on her next roll, or is that all it was? Who gave her that advantage? That was the reaction that Baldur had, right?
Yeah, it's silvery barbs, and she gets it for the next minute. So
Okay.
I think
Oh,
it's
wow.
the next one though. Hang on. Yeah, just next attack roll ability check or saving throw.
Okay. So yeah, you just use it right there. But that's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
You guys are frozen.
Oh boy.
Now you're
Okay.
back.
17 damage, and then I'll do my extra attack.
Okay.
18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Ooh, 21 damage.
Okay. 2 more slices as the horse itself ducks and dodges to the left, and you use that momentum to slice through its thigh, bringing it to its knees, or one of its knees, as it's bleeding and in very much pain, looking terrible, but still alive. This giant is going to continue dancing and still try to make an attack on you at disadvantage.
Can I use my bonus action?
Oh, what's your bonus action?
I'm gonna second wind, so hopefully I can save. Like if I go down really bad, then I'll use
Okay.
the superior healing.
Alright, go ahead and roll it up.
Because the last time I used the superior healing potion, I then took no damage after that. So
That's how it goes.
yeah,
That's how it goes.
so I'll do my second wind to at least get up a little bit more. Okay.
I
so
honestly should have already given these to Anya.
Okay, so I just healed 19. Is it 1d10 plus my fighter level? So I just healed 19.
Gotcha.
So that's a little bit better.
Okay, so much like the scene in Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, as Vader is throwing debris at Luke and he's just slicing through. And he just takes a deep breath. Anya does the same, takes a deep breath after bloodied and bruised, kind of seeing stars because of that big boulder hit. Steel yourself and you regain some of your hit points. Alright, Frost Giant number 1 is going to attack. But yeah, it has to attack already. It can't move. It is dancing in place using Gangnam style to attack with its great axe at disadvantage. Disadvantage makes it a natural 1. I'm not mad. But it is going to get a second attack. Okay. 15. Probably a miss. Yeah, 15's a miss because
I ain't
of
gonna
the
miss.
dance.
Whoop, Gangnam style. Whoop.
Yeah. So it's going. It's like you hear it in some other voice singing along in its head to a song that no one can hear. It tries to take a swipe at you, but you very easily dodge out of the way. That's that turn. Number 2 is going to swing on. Anya, we're looking at an 11. Does an 11 hit? Of course not. Second attack is much better. 25. That will hit for 28 slashing damage. Now how you feeling? Okay. Frost Giant misses the first attack. Slices through one of Anya's thighs. Clappy, you're up. End of the round.
I'm just gonna use my Witch Bolt on him.
Perfect. As you should. So the Witch Bolt is already connected to number 1. And let's see, bing bong bing. You can use your action to deal the 2d10 lightning damage. Oh, it's lightning damage. Wow. Automatically. Okay, so just roll it up.
Lit.
And you can keep doing that until you use your action to do something else. Or unless it's out of its range, which is still within range of you, so you're good.
18.
18 to number 1. Okay. Like a burglar getting tasered from the cops. It seizes up and is now also on its knee, kind of seizing and frothing at the mouth while dancing, while still trying to dance. It looks, it's a sight for sore eyes. This poor giant. But Solari, you're up. It's still alive.
Does it look like pretty rough? You know.
They both look very, very rough.
Okay.
Very rough.
The one that looks worse, I'm just going to... I'm just gonna cast Guiding Bolt again.
Okay.
Guiding Bolt doesn't go wrong. Unless I miss, then it goes wrong.
Oh god.
So it's
Yeah,
sad.
unless you're short.
Please.
Come on, plus
Double.
10! Come on!
And you're doing that at the one.
Oh, sorry,
The one fighting Anya, or the one fighting Baldric?
fighting Baldric looks more injured, would you say? Like, if I'm looking between them?
There's so much damage going around, it's hard to tell, but they both look pretty bad.
Okay, I'll just go for the one that's it's by Baldric.
Okay.
So let me see if I hit that. Does 17 hit them?
17 will hit.
Okay. I got scared. It's so scary. Like, you see the 7 and you're like, oh no.
Mhm.
Okay. Let me. Oh, bad. This is bad. Oh. 7. Okay, I just did that at a second level that time, so that's just 17 damage towards
Okay.
him.
As the frost giant is falling to its knees, convulsing, frothing at the mouth, still trying to do a very, very poor rendition of Gangnam Style. It's got its arms crossed like this, and just a beam of radiant light shoots through its back, out through its chest, and radiant light shooting out of its mouth as it screams its final breath. Open Gangnam Style! Falls over.
Even Solaris is a little shocked. Even Solaris, she's like, haven't seen that one before.
Falls over
That's
flat
Anita.
on its face, dead.
I'm really
at the-
feeling Kelmvor right now.
at the lip of the crater, and slowly begins to slide and then roll down the crater into the center. Alright, that one's dead. Baldric, you're up.
Valdric's gonna do mass healing word
Okay.
at its 3rd level base, and I'm gonna Is anyone but me and Anya missing health?
Nope.
Nope, I haven't gotten touched.
Then me and Anya are gonna take a quick little, let me 2d4. We're gonna take a smooth 6 plus 7. 13. Not a whole lot, but a little bit.
Alright, go ahead and mark that down on your sheet.
And then I'll have 7 for take a swing at the last remaining guy.
How far can I move?
30 feet.
30. It's just going to be out of range.
Is it within 5 feet if he flies the 30?
Yeah, if he flies the... Actually, let's see.
He can attack one creature of his choice within 5 feet of it after flying up to 30. Hi, Max. We found a kitten that looks like you, Max. Oh, okay. Bye.
So I was avoiding the silly cube, but I realized it's a sword. It can't giggle. So it flies straight through the silly cube, barely is within range, and now you were good. You can attack.
I got a nat 20 to hit.
Of course you did. Yeah, just how does 7 for want to do this? That'll be enough.
Wow, you deprived Anya.
Oh no. I mean, I only did 3 damage.
Even with
that
a critical damage, because you're gonna roll double dice.
Oh, then I got 6.
Okay, never mind. I thought a critical would kill.
Jennifer doesn't do much damage.
Just
She's just
a baby.
very fancy. She's just a child.
And that's even with the necrotic edition.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So 7 for
gentle lass.
flies through, stabs him right in the gut, and he is vulnerable for the kill. Anya, all you have to do is hit the attack.
Yeah, here we go.
7 for did his best,
19.
you know.
I know
19.
that hit.
19 will hit. Go ahead and describe your victorious slay as the second frost giant goes down.
You know, I like the knee imagery, so I'm just gonna hit him at the knee. I'm just gonna cap his knees.
Take his kneecaps!
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Like shave him off.
Yeah.
What little life?
No,
this-
like a ham.
What little life this frost giant has left comes pouring out of its legs as the sunblade of Anya, aiming down at it from her glorious steed, slices through the kneecap. Blood begins to pour out onto the earthy dirt beneath, and the frost giant, who just can't take it anymore, with 7 for in its side, falls to the other knee and looks up at Anya and falls over dead.
Like a boss.
Great job, everyone.
You are
Do
victorious.
frost giants have teeth?
I mean, of course they do.
Excellent.
Let's see. So, you guys, for XP purposes, will be getting, let's see, 7,800 divided by 4 equals 1,950. I'm good.
That actually is so like
Yeah, imagine
No
being able to
way.
make numbers in your head.
no way.
That's crazy.
I made the numbers. Are you pooping or are you
Okay.
farting down there?
You
You
shitting
said
or you farting?
1,000.
1,950 to each of you.
Okay. Well, you know, this is probably new food for him. So
Yeah.
That's what this tell me. That's all.
He got stinky tootins. He's just
Right.
very comfy.
Yeah, we should probably give him some wet food tonight because he's dehydrated.
Okay, great.
Poor
We'll talk-
baby.
We'll talk about that another time. For now, the wenches are victorious. They sit in a crater. Anya, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ruh-roh, Raggy. Why?
Why on earth?
Why would she have to do
do
that?
that?
15.
Oh no.
Okay.
Rolled a 7.
Do you see his eyes when you said that? I didn't like that.
Oh no, he has to look something up. I'm about to throw both of these d20s in jail.
So as the adrenaline wears off on you, that boulder hurt. Not only is your nose still bleeding, as you ran second wind, it kind of stopped it, but it's still kind of gushing out of your nose. Your nose is swelling up like a, not quite like a baseball, but it's swelling up pretty bad and pretty fast. You are feeling very dizzy. You're seeing blurry, double vision. You have to take a moment and just like stop your horse and get off your horse. You're not.
Did I get
great.
a conky? Oh man. Okay.
You don't know.
If I healed all the way back up, would that fix it?
Valdrick's gonna do a little song of rest.
Or I could take that potion. I'm at 56 of 110 right now.
From my nat 20 for my saving my horse earlier, can I whistle to have her come back to me?
It's been a fair amount of time since then, so I would make you do another roll, but you can certainly whistle.
Alright, worth a shot. Well, you know, worst case, I'm gonna walk my ass over there and find her, so. Oh, shit. That's not good. Oh, well, let's see. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's a 14.
Okay. Your lips are a bit chapped from the dryness of the combat and the fray. So your initial, you eventually get a out and
Red Dead style.
Yeah, you hear a hesitation and then the slow trotting and galloping of a horse. Your horsey does return to you.
I immediately give her a little apple treat.
I'm gonna do a little song of rest and give everybody 14 hit points plus the effects of a short rest.
Okay. Does that upgrade to a long rest at a certain level?
No, but it goes up like the die that I roll to see how many hit points they get.
Gotcha.
So this one's a D8, and then at 13th level it's a D10, and then at 17th it's a D12.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be so lovely, though? Long rest.
Alright, yeah, go ahead and... What level is this at? Let's see, what level?
I'm level 10, so this is at 9th level.
Okay, yeah, so this will change the dice to D8. Alright, so you play a little ditty. What are you playing on your DOS loop?
Just the beginning of Champagne Supernova. Just like that.
Okay. You all feel rested and satisfied from this little ditty that came out of Valdrick.
Do I still feel concussed?
You can check yourself before you wreck yourself. But real quick, you all get to spend your hit dice that you would at the end of a short rest, and you each get an extra D8 of hit points on top of that, healed.
Amazing.
I keep forgetting that my Bardic Inspo now has magical inspiration attached to it too. If you have Bardic Inspo and you cast a spell that restores hit points or deals damage, the creature can roll that die and choose a target. Add the number rolled as a bonus to the HP regain or the damage dealt. So it's basically a one-shot bonus to your Bardic Inspo.
Okay. It's about noon-ish where you guys are at. You take a minute, lick your wounds. The ditty is played as Valdric attempts to collect some teeth. Go ahead and roll, make a harvesting check for me. So that would be survival, I guess.
$17.
Okay. 17, yeah. You're able to harvest 6 frost giant teeth. Obviously much bigger than regular sized teeth, probably about twice the size of yours. You kind of are rooting through both of their mouths, and most of the teeth are decaying. You feel this cold as the rest of the breath is leaving the bodies. This cold air coming out, emanating from this frost giants. You reach in, and it's probably it's like reaching into a dry ice freezer. It's very cold, and you're trying to rip out these teeth. You pull about 6 out, 6 of the best looking ones. The rest are kind of, like I said, decayed. Immediately as they dislodge, they start warming up as they're no longer a part of the frost giant. They are light bluish in color. 2 of them are like sharp tusks. The rest are just regular looking teeth, but about twice the size. And they don't have the greatest smelling breath.
Oh yeah.
I'm sticking them in a little jar and putting them in my bag of holding.
Do you ever wash those teeth?
Why would I wash them?
No, they're just...
Just stick them in a little jar.
Clang, clang,
clang,
clang, clang, clang.
Put them back in the bag. Amber, you are frozen on the wildest face.
She is.
So, Chris, would I need to make a medicine roll to see if I'm still...
You can have someone else check you out. Right now, you're a little out of it.
Okay.
But you know
I'm at 98. I healed up to 98 of 110.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you feel much better. The bleeding has stopped, but your nose is still swollen. After the Song of Rest completes, your eye is beginning to get that yellowish look, and you know when you wake up tomorrow, you're going to have a black eye.
You said the frost giants were cold, though, right?
Yes. Why?
I want to cut off part of their body for an ice pack.
Ah,
To
Okay.
reduce the swelling in my nose.
All right.
that's amazing.
disgusting.
I would say, yeah, I mean, you could just, from the elbow to the wrist, or the elbow to the shoulder, that nice, big, juicy bicep. As you cut it, you cauterize it with the sunblade, and you just slap that meat right on there. It's still cold. It'll be cold for a bit. It's a nice...
Okay.
It's like defrosting a hunk of loaf.
I'm picturing
It's gonna take all day.
Hagrid with the steak over his eye.
That's it.
That's
Yes.
my
That's the
inspiration.
one.
My inspiration.
So you guys see Anya kind of out of it, sitting there with after she cuts one of the... Valdric is harvesting the teeth, and you just hear... You look over, you're kind of startled, and you just see Anya cutting a chunk and just like kind of giving you a nod as she sticks the bicep on her eye and kind of on her nose. And you notice the big swollen nose, the black eye that's about to form, and she's kind of nursing her shoulder, but...
You took that boulder like a champ, though. Never have I ever seen someone get absolutely walloped with a boulder and just keep going.
Calliope would literally be dead.
Yeah, we would have had to revive Calliope again. I just don't know if we have that kind of divine
That's
intervention.
true. There's a
That's
reason
why-
I stayed really high up on the hill.
That's why Calliope does her fireball, and I go in and take all the damage.
Prize quarterback.
Yeah, Valdric, you're getting flashbacks of your mother having a boulder hurled at her by a fire giant.
Yes.
All those months ago in the island.
She was fine. Evo.
Keeps
All right.
calling at me.
What are you guys doing?
Back in the saddle and out on the road. On the road again.
I thought you were
I
about
can't
to sing.
wait to be on the road again.
Back in the saddle again.
That would also be on the travel playlist.
Applicable, yeah.
She's jamming too.
All right. Who is leading the way?
Me,
Okay.
always.
All right, you guys saddle up. Anya takes the lead, and Anya, I need you to make a survival check for me at disadvantage because you're discombobulated still.
Discombobulated.
You can have someone check you out if.
Oh yeah, Solara.
I can
should
do
have
a
Solara.
a quick little medicine check.
Dr.
Yeah.
Solara, help me.
Dr. Solara.
Help me, Dr. Slaughter. You're my only
Go
hope.
ahead and roll medicine, Solara.
18.
Okay.
I got hit by a rock.
Yeah. She's messed up. You need to go to sleep.
Kyle Arnold.
We'll see,
Lie
Kyle.
down.
Yep. As you kind of take a minute, you come over. You notice that she's a little messed up. It's very noticeable seeing someone grab the bicep of a frost giant and stick it on their face. So you're like, oh wow, she's hurt. You go over. You kind of like have her move the bicep, and you see her nose obviously very much swollen. It appears to be broken. And obviously the black eye is forming. Her shoulder, you're kind of checking out. You're kind of feeling in different places, seeing if it hurts. She winces a couple times, but overall, it looks like it's not a broken collarbone, not a broken shoulder. It just looks very much very sore. But you do use some sort of light source, maybe some like guiding lights or whatever from Calliope, but just like a doctor would in the eyeballs, you're looking in the pupils of Anya's eyes, and they appear to be she appears to be concussed.
All right.
And so
I guess you're actually not supposed to go to sleep when you are concussed, so you must stay awake for the next day. At least.
Play the
You
craziest
cannot go to
songs
sleep,
keep you
Anya.
up.
I'm so sorry, but we will. I'm gonna. Okay.
I think that
We
rule
should try
for
to fix her.
I think the rule for that changed though. I think you are supposed to rest when you have a concussion because that's all you can do. I think.
I just thought you're not supposed to go to sleep. I don't actually know.
Sleep.
Well, I only know because I had to take one of the girls on my hall when you're in college to the hospital
Oh,
because
God.
I was on hall leadership and they have to have. Anyways,
What if they actually just gave the wrong advice?
it's Lynchburg General.
What if they
so
could
you
have?
never know. You never know.
They're
Don't
like,
feel
yeah, I think they're supposed to rest when they get concussed.
Because they're pretty much like, don't look at screens. You're not
That
gonna be able
makes
to read.
sense. I feel like that would
So
hurt.
like, all you can do is rest.
What if
I
she
think
just
definitely
starts
resting.
chugging healing potions?
Or
Within
lesser restoration.
with an 18, you can deduce that even healing her all the way up is just going to fix her like minor wounds. It would probably bring the swelling way down, but the nose would still be broken and she would still be concussed.
Can I?
Lesser restoration, free her at least of the concussion.
I can even smack her with some greater restoration. What would I think is like?
Slap her right across the face with a
Revive.
greater.
I got a diamond worth 100 gold pieces. I do got that.
I would say with lesser restoration, you could fix either the broken nose or the concussion. You could restore.
Okay. Anya, I'm so sorry. Your nose will fix itself.
You could cast it twice if you wanted, but
That is true. Well, we'll see what Anya wants. We need to make sure she's all good here. Okay. I don't think I need anything for lesser restoration, but yeah, I will go ahead. Yeah, I will go ahead and cast that on her. I'll just kind of just put my hand on her forehead
Okay.
and cast it.
Do you want it to
Just
fix
loving.
the concussion?
Oh, her concussion. Her
Okay.
concussion. Yeah.
Anya, you're trying to like stay awake. You're feeling very, very sleepy and droopy, and you're trying to keep your eyes open. As Solara
He's like, this should help.
places her hand on your forehead, you feel the warmth once again from Kalimvor rush into you. You've only felt it a handful of times as you've only been acquainted with Solara recently in your travels. But you feel that warmth come through you as her shield begins to glow, and this divine energy courses through from the top of your head all the way down to your toes. You feel your focus regain. You feel your headache kind of goes away. It almost as if a massive pressure is just being released through your ears, and you are no longer concussed.
And then as she comes to, I'll ask her, be like, do you want me to fix your nose? I'm gonna ask her. So I'll let her decide.
And she's kind of nasally when she talks.
No.
And I guess we can wait and just kind of see how it heals on its own.
Does
Are you in
anyone here
pain?
know how to
If
set
you're
a
in pain,
nose?
I can fix it on you. I just mostly we needed you to not be concussed. But you know, if you are you don't look weird or anything. If that helps, like you look
Set
pretty
the
normal.
nose. Set the nose so it doesn't go
Got
in.
a gnarly black eye happening, but
Black eyes.
Character.
The bicep ice pack has definitely numbed the pain. It still hurts like a mother, but
I mean,
It's
if
just like oozing ice blood down her face.
yeah, you're not sure which.
no, I
blood
cauterized
is-
it with the.
Yeah, she did cauterize it.
Yeah. If we can at least just set it until so it doesn't
okay.
feel
Weird
broken.
shit.
Yeah.
I imagine I'm gonna have to roll to do that, but I'll
Yeah,
go for it.
it
Solara's
does.
down to.
It looks out of place. Go ahead and make a medicine check again.
Oh, gosh.
See if you can
I
set
think
that
it's
nose.
Bardic and spoke to Solara.
Okay, no. I was totally good. I rolled a 15 plus 10. That's a 25. So,
My
she's
nose,
good
I
as
basically got a
new.
Yeah.
nose
Yeah.
job.
You just got a
Before-
professional
Solara's
nose
Like-
job.
do you want me to shave any off? Do you want it to appear smaller? Do we?
What if we
a
can
little
give it a little
rhinoplasty? Yeah.
contortion down here?
You want the do you have any inspiration for what you want your nose to look like? Any celebrities?
Mhm.
Yeah. So as before Anya even finishes her sentence of maybe, yeah, you could set it. Solara's already hands on face, crack, brings
Oh,
it back
God.
to one side, kind of startles Anya. She yelps, and oh wow, you feel
Sorry.
much better. It's like, whoa, that felt like it should have hurt like crazy bad, but whatever she did feels great. Still swollen, but is definitely not crooked anymore, and is set.
Amazing.
All right, so
Calliope, how are you feeling? She's all good, right?
You wanna
Yeah,
nose
she didn't
job
take
you,
any.
Calliope?
She's all right.
I'm all
Valdrick,
good.
you okay?
Will help.
Valdrick's slaying.
Broken
Valdrick's
arm,
looking
I
at
can
Anya's nose
splint.
like, yeah.
I
Nose
can
jobs
read.
for everyone.
Everyone gets a nose job.
No, thank you.
all right. All right, now go ahead and roll a survival check for me as you ladies finish up your conversation. Mount your horses and continue. on.
Did you get your horse back, Calliope?
I'm assuming we all got him because Valdrick also sent hers down the hill.
Yeah.
I'm
it's-
assuming we all wandered towards our horses besides Anya, who rode hers into battle.
Yeah, let's do a Valdrick and Calliope animal handling, because you are about to like use them to then travel. So
18. Rack and burn.
what's Bessie got to say for herself?
17.
17. Bessie's feeling good. Okay, Bessie hobbles.
Bessie's loyal.
It's rough. She kind of gets to the top of the crater, loses her balance, falls, and kind of does a backflip, but gracefully catches herself, slides down a little bit, but eventually gets up there.
Thea,
Looks
Bessie
very
is
frustrated.
amazing.
Very frustrated, but you eventually mount Bessie, and the four of you take off across this dirt crater. And now give me a survival check, Anya.
Just Anya?
Just Anya, because she's
Okay.
leading the pack. Yeah, look
Okay.
alive.
Sorry. That's a 14.
Okay.
Not great.
We're surviving.
Not thriving.
It takes you. Before you set off, you know you were taking a look at your map, or the map that was provided, and you were like, all right, we're gonna do a straight shot to like the southwest corner of the Azure Sea, because that kind of is right on the way. So you pass through Winds Peak, and you continue on. As you're at the bottom of this mountain, you're back into the hills, the winding hills of Lindhelm, and you're looking for the ocean. You're looking for that coastline on your right. Takes you much longer than it should have. It probably normally would have taken you maybe 2 or 3 hours till you got there, but it ends up taking you well into the night, probably about 10 hours. Before you finally hear the crashing of waves in the distance and you see the flat expanse of the Azure Sea. You immediately, finally, exhausted, head straight for it, calling the rest of the party with you. It's about 10 p.m. and you're headed there, and you see the distant glow of a light and smoke rising from the horizon as you get over yet another hill. And you see a nice, cozy little tavern out in the middle of nowhere, probably 200 yards inland from the coast, the sandy beaches of the Azure Sea, kind of nestled nicely in between these two mountain ranges.
Anyone down for some seaside resort?
Oh.
It's
So
been a while
down.
since we've been to
Do you
a
think
beach.
they have? I could for a bed, a real bed. Yeah.
Oh, that would be nice.
I love seafood.
Oh.
Some alcohol.
Alcohol.
A safe
Always
barn for the
alcohol.
horses. I think that's asking too much. I didn't see all that.
All right, so you guys head off. Sure enough, there is a miniature stables, outdoors, no covering or anything. It's got like actually quite a bit of horses, probably 4 or 5 already docked there. And so you kind of bring your horses in, come to a trot. You can kind of hear the bustling of the tavern inside. It seems like it's a pretty hopping place for being out in the middle of nowhere, right on the corner, like I said, of the Azure Sea. And you dismount your horses, you kind of tie them up a bit, give them a pet, and you head inside. As you're walking in, it's this 2-level, pretty basic looking wooden square tavern, and it's got pretty vaulted ceilings. Looks like it might have a loft inside. In the very center is a circular brick chimney that shoots up another 10 feet. As you're entering, the 2 kind of saloon-like doors swing open, kind of pushing back and forth.
No, you were just in that litter box.
In the ocean
Bad.
breeze, and
Bad.
yeah, bad kitty,
Oh, ma'am.
bad kitty. There's a sign that reads the Huntsman Lodge.
No, it was my dog. She ate in the litter box.
The dog was in the litter box. That's good.
She got in the litter box. Yeah, I was like, I feel like I smell cat litter, and it's like, yeah, she gets it like in her mouth. She's stinky. She looks so ashamed right now.
What's it called? The Hunter's Lodge?
The Huntsman Lodge. You walk in, you see just a couple of square tables, not much. There is a spiral staircase that goes up to a loft that has a few rooms, closed doors, all kind of made out of oak. And under the loft is the bar. It's a pretty bland, basic-looking bar, but it looks like it has a deep back. It looks like there's like a long bar, and it's got plenty of room on the other side. As you walk in, there's various people around. Some of them different races. You see some elves, a few dwarves, more dwarves than normal, but mostly just humans kind of walking around. And as you walk in, no one really notices or cares, but there's a bartender just kind of serving drinks. She is a shorter human, just kind of handing out drinks. It looks pretty busy at the bar.
Can I go up to the barkeep and try to use my by popular demand ability?
Which is?
We earn free food and lodging of modest standard in establishments that you agree to play in.
Sure. Yeah, you go up and have a conversation with her.
I'm gonna walk up and be like, it's such a beautiful place that you have here, and such an ideal location. Fantastic.
Yes, welcome to the Huntsman Lodge. Haven't seen your lot around here. I'll be right with you. Just a moment. Let me help these fellows out. They were here first, and there seems to be 3 dudes who you didn't notice at first, but they're all human, probably about 6 foot tall, pretty tall dudes, and they all are dressed in the exact same like armor, like military armor. Seem to be soldiers. Go ahead and make a perception check as you notice. Let's see what you notice.
19 plus 4. 23.
Okay. Yeah, you recognize these soldiers. They are adorned with blue kind of stripes in between their metal shiny plating armor, and you realize that there were a couple horses in the stables that also had like blue saddles and were actually armored. These are knights from Northwind. In your time that you spent up at Northwind, you recognize them. It's been a few months, but you definitely recognize them.
Are they talking to each other?
Not specifically, but you know that they are Knights of Northwind. Yeah, they're kind of all just kind of huddled around each other, kind of their back towards you as they're waiting for their drinks, and she's pouring them and handing them one by one.
I'd like to eavesdrop on them.
Okay. Yeah, make a...
I would like to drop some eaves.
I'm going to first have you make a stealth check.
Fortunate. Okay, that's not bad. It's a 17 on disadvantage.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't even be stealth, but either way, that's a pass. And then I want you to make insight, maybe? Yeah, let's do an insight.
$16.
Okay.
No, wait, sorry. 18. Still got Jack of all trades.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to. It's pretty. You know, there's no music playing in this tavern. Lucky you, because you're about to be the main event, or attempt to be. But there is a bit of a white noise that is pretty loud. Some folks are a little bit more rowdy than others, but it's nothing crazy. But definitely enough to kind of muffle a lot of their conversation, and even with a very intent listening, it's hard to make out. But you're able to make out a few words, and you're also kind of like glancing once in a while. With your stealth roll, you're good. They don't notice you. You feel unnoticed, but you're able to make out a couple of words between lip reading and hearing just kind of what they're talking about. You make out the word Eastwind, they're kind of grumbling about something. Some of them are they have inquisitive looks on their faces, like, what do you think we're doing? Like, I don't know. These are just the orders, stuff like that. You hear the words "Court of Waydora." Weren't given details. Blah blah blah. Unorthodox of the court to send us on a mission like this, something like that. You're kind of able to deduce from the conversation that they're traveling from Northwind to Eastwind on strict orders from the Court of Waydora. They're not sure why, so they're kind of trying to piece it together themselves as they're all gathering their drinks. And it seems like the bartender forgot the last one, and one of them goes, "Oh, one more mountain mead over here. Yes, 3, please. Thank you." And she, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Finishes pouring the mug and finally gets to you. "Okay, sorry about that. What can I get you adventuring ladies? There's, we have one specialty here, the mountain mead."
Mountain mead sounds fantastic. I was just thinking to myself that this atmosphere is stunning, but what could really liven it up is a little music. And I don't know if you've heard of me, but I'm Wench of Waydora, Valdric, the Dragon Slayer. Some know me as Valdric the Songbird, Valdric Mona Lisa. I would love to perform here in exchange for room, food, board for just a night. We're just passing through.
Wow. We don't normally have live music here, but it has been a while. It would be nice ambiance. Go ahead and roll a persuasion roll.
16 plus 13.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like she's very receptive. The only thing is, as you're kind of conversing, it is very busy. The bar is very busy. The 3 knights gather their drinks and head to a corner booth, and are immediately replaced with more people ordering. One of them kind of bumps into you and says, "Oh, take a private room." Just a short-looking dwarf, and looks like he's kind of dressed in wilderness clothes, not really a city folk or anything, or a citizen, but got an axe strapped to his back. Looks a little bit worse for wear, and the bartender, "Yes, one moment. Which room will you have?" "The wolf. Right this way." And she gives him a nod, takes him back to a back room behind the bar, and says, "Sorry, yes, music, yes. Well, what do you play?"
A little bit of everything. Oh, what's your favorite kind of music?
I was more asking about the type of instruments that you play. Of course, if it's drums,
That's
we don't.
exactly what I said. A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. I have a little violin. I have little flutes that I don't really like to play unless you are really a fan of rats. And I've got my
No
beautiful lute. I've got the spoons. Really, I could make an instrument out of anything.
The lute would sound nice on a night like tonight. Yes. Why don't you make yourself comfortable in the corner there, and if you're. Do you need anything? Do you need a stand maybe for your music, or do you play by heart?
I play by heart and soul.
Oh.
You've already got me. You've already got my number. I love that. We would love some food and some of that beautiful mountain meat that you were just mentioning.
Of course. 4 mountain meats for the lot of you. Now,
I forgot.
Yes.
I would have casted disguise self on myself before we come in here. I just look like Solara, just not a like a wood elf version of Solara, like something like that. Just normal looking. It only lasts an hour, so I'm not gonna I'm gonna be like, Valdric, if we can get into a room like a little ASAP.
Yeah,
At least me.
I got
Hold
you.
on.
I'm also gonna communicate what I just heard from the Knights of Northwind with the Wenches before I start any performances.
Okay. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, you disguise self. I would say you can hide your tail and your horns, the most prominent features of your
Yeah, it's basically what I'm
tiefling.
getting rid of. Yeah.
Yeah. Your skin color probably not too big of a deal since different You're like light blue, right? What's
Yeah, like a light, like bluish purpley color.
Lilac.
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
That
lilac.
yeah,
Might be a little tieflingy.
you might want to change your skin color.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, she's like, just like a, normal, maybe like, what's a normal wood elf color? Like tan,
Green.
like I'm like Anya colored.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take
yeah,
that.
you cast this. We'll kind of go back as you're dismounting from your horses. You kind of cast a spell on yourself in secret, and you feel your tail kind of flutter and then stick to your body, and then kind of just morph into just normal skin. Your horns kind of do the same thing. They kind of flatten and then just kind of become hair. Valdric, you see right through it. It's a very weird sight with your true sight. You see the tail, like almost like two-dimensional on her back, and you're like,
Wow.
"That's a pretty cool trick." But
It's very nifty.
other people with a true sight might be able to see right through that. If
Cross that
Your foot.
comes, you
Yeah.
know.
So,
And
but
we'll
yeah,
tell them if we have to.
your features go away and you change your appearance. So, okay, you have disguise self on yourself. Valdric, you're relaying secretly the information about the Northwind Knights.
They're talking about an unorthodox mission and the court of Waydora. I don't know if we should maybe try to get some information out of them.
Another
Make the performance just a little extra zhuzh, you know? And then I can just sit close by and see if they...
Yeah,
I was gonna say we send Anya over there.
I can be really distracting.
Can you, Valdric? Can you?
I just distract the shit out of them, and you can just get really close and listen.
It's like those memes where it's like we need someone to be really loud and really annoying, and someone comes through and is like, "This is
Yeah.
my time."
If I'm just really loud, they'll have to speak up when they're talking to each other. It's fine.
let's see, trying to find some better ambiance for a tavern.
Can we take a brief potty break? I have to pee so bad.
Yeah, let's go for it. Be back in 5 minutes. So, we are back in the Seaside Tavern, which happens to be the song that's playing on my Spotify. You kind of eavesdropping conversation, talking to the bartender who seems very busy. Yet again, as you're kind of relaying this information of the Northwind soldiers to the rest of your party, you see probably one or two more times in that time span of worse for wear travelers coming in with weaponry that is
Now you're.
doesn't look like just for self-defense. It looks like for hunting. Someone comes in with a strapped bow. An elf comes in, a little bit more prim and proper than the rest, but still kind of rude. Kind of just goes straight up to the bartender. She notices him. And then he just kind of cuts her off and is the wolf, and doesn't even look at her. And she, yes, right this way, and leads him back to a back room. Another human comes in.
We should get in on that.
Says the same thing, and goes back.
Be like, hey guys, maybe we should, instead of eavesdropping on the knights, maybe we should talk about the wolf. I don't know what it means, but those people look like they're going somewhere fun and adventurous.
on it.
Yeah. You guys think we'll be under an hour? Probably got like 45 minutes left right now. Maybe I should just go up to the room.
Just go take a peek, and if it seems like it's
Okay, yeah, you're right, sorry.
If yours starts to run out, I can cast it on you also. So.
Okay. I guess we could also cast it again. We just over and over and
Probably.
over. Okay, alright, let's go. Let's
As long
go.
as we keep track of how long you
We'll
have.
wander up to the barkeep and motion her over and go, hey, we
Yes, I'm getting your food ready. I'm sorry. It's
don't worry about the food. Don't worry about the food. I'll pass her like a couple gold pieces, a pull in a bar, and just say, we would also like the wolf.
Where do you all come from?
Oh, little here, little there.
Where's a little here and little there? Indulge me.
Well, I come from an multi-dimensional circus, mostly. Called
We are known as the
Phantasma
Wenches
Hollow.
of Waydora.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would it help if we said please?
Would it help if I told you I've got a lot of teeth in this bag?
Make a persuasion check. I'll say Valdrick, since she's leading this conversation. The rest of you can give a combined assistance to give her advantage.
Give me advantage.
Which is just unfair for Valdrick, but we'll see.
Gonna be 19 plus 13 on the first one, which I'm gonna take because the second one's gonna be a 7 plus 13.
Okay.
So whatever the 19 plus 13, that's
Yeah, it's
30.
gonna be a 32. Yeah, so traveling circus, and you play the lute, and you've got your fancy swords. You're an odd bunch. Just kind of looks around and gives you all a one up, and an up and down, and sure. What? One wolf coming right up, but I was promised a song.
Yeah, maybe. What's your name?
What's my name? My name's Delia. What's your name?
Yeah. My name's Dragon Slayer Valdrick and Delia. This one's for you. I want to whip the loot off my back and start playing Hey There Delilah, but I'm gonna replace Delilah with Delia.
Very well. Okay, so Valdrick goes into the corner. Make a performance check for me.
Good lord. That is an 18 plus 15.
Alright, as you pull out your DOS lute, you're kind of tuning it very quietly to yourself. You hear ting 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 ting. Everyone gather around. The Dragon Slayer, Valdrick, is about to perform for us a song. Please give her your utmost attention as she tickles our ears with the lovely song stylings of Valdrick. Please, take it away.
This one's for Delia.
Some people seem a little annoyed, some people don't care, some people are interested. Let's see what you got. What'd you roll for your performance?
What did I end up rolling, Mina?
33.
Yeah,
33.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so you get up there, and ding 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 ding. Hey there, Delia. You know, you sing the whole thing.
What's it like there in Waydora?
Some of the people who were interested in what you were about to do are like nodding and whispering to each other. She's good. Some of the people that didn't care are starting to kind of like slowly but surely turn around and at least like watch. Some of the people that seemed annoyed still seem annoyed, but their feet are tapping uncontrollably to the beat. They, much to their dismay, they just can't help themselves but tap along to the beat. And you're noticing all this as you're playing. You play your last cadence, and you end on a perfect note that rings out, giving a little magical flourish from the DOS lute itself. And everyone begins to clap and applaud. And Delia says, "Please, once again," as the applause dies down, "give it up for our dragon slayer, Voldrek. And everyone's like, oh, and
Thank you.
the three of you are, of course, not surprised by this scene. This has happened many times. And yeah, they seem to be receptive. The crowd seems to be receptive. And she Delia gives you a nod from across the tavern, and as you come back over, well done. First round's on me, I suppose, and I've got that room waiting for you. Right this way. Kind of leads the four of you behind the bar. Peels back a curtain, and there is just a blank room with some barrels. Looks like some half-open burlap sacks. Looks like it's a food storage kind of cabinet. Closet, I should say. There's one side of the room that's completely empty. She knocks on the wall twice. Boom, boom. And a wooden frame, 2x4 probably frame, starts to lower down and reveals this secret staircase that goes down, and it leads to just a landing below with a door. And she says, right this way, wenches, or ladies, one wolf room. Please let me know if you need anything from me.
What if it's a fight club?
And she leaves. She goes back, closes the
Well-
curtain tightly.
We're asking questions later, clearly, so let's just go. We've come this far.
The door is actually, you actually see a dude at the guy that walked in, the kind of, another person had walked in at this point, and at the bottom of the steps, as the stairs reveal, you see a dude who knocks on the door, a slot slides open, and tiny little window slot, and you hear a voice go, 12, and it seems like he's expectantly waiting a response, and the person at the door says 6, and you hear the window slot slam shut, the door opens, the guy walks in, the door slams shut, and you hear a bunch of locks go up.
Well, that's not ideal.
A little scary.
It doesn't seem very friendly at all.
Anyways, Valdrick, you continue to lead the way.
I mean, we've already committed. Are we going to knock knock, or are we gonna go back?
We're gonna knock knock.
Charlotte's little bobbing head.
Anya's the one that's got to knock knock. I'm just on. Baldrick's taking a step back.
Who amongst you will knock knock?
Not
I
me.
will.
It's
I'll
not-
do it.
It won't be me.
Okay.
Why not?
Anya shrugs her shoulders, looks around, and descends down these steps, musty kind of smelling steps. You go up to the rest of you get down to the bottom of the steps. You get to the door, knock on the door, and a window slides open, and you see a man, grizzly, lightish brown hair. That's pretty much all you can see. Kind of clean face, shifty eyes as he opens this window. 10! Looking around at you, and looks at you, Anya, expecting a response.
5.
Slams the window shut. You hear all the locks going, and the door opens. And
I would have
that's-
said, thank God.
And that's
I
where
don't know if
we'll
that's
leave.
right.
That's where we'll leave
Oh my
tonight.
gosh.
It's so funny. Sorry. All of us like
You got lucky.
10, 5,
Get lucky.
12, 6.
Oh yeah, why did you say 5 then?
It's half.
Yeah, it's half a 10.
Another
That is
story for another time. But we'll end
Okay.
right there. Midnight. You guys open the door. Boom. What's inside? We'll find out next week. On
That's so fun.
the Wenches of Waydora. Well done,
BSing
everyone.
our way through Waydora.
You really did BS your way through that.
Listen, everybody else was going in and saying the wolf. That
Seems
sounds like a
the
party.
place we need to be. Clearly, maybe it's a fight club. We could
Oh god.
That's what
Well,
Anya's hoping. She's like,
we could earn some money
please.
betting on me against all these other clowns.
Honestly,
Hello.
that's very true because
As
we're
long
running
as-
low on funds.
True. As long as you're not putting me in the fight.
Yeah.
This is the type of selling my body Anya's on board with.
Oh gosh.
Sweet. Good job, ladies.